Honestly, considering that she's used apparently 13 different languages on this album, I'm gonna treat this listening experience as my Duolingo lesson, and no one can stop me. Not even that green, scary owl. Hey! Hello, my name is Freyr. I'm your favorite local forest gremlin, a Polish sociology student, and a pop culture enthusiast. And welcome to my little corner of the internet where I discuss every single form of popular media that interests me, whether that's albums, the Eurovision Song Contest, or different TV shows I'm obsessed with. Today, I get to sit down with you guys and listen to LUX by Rosalía, which is her fourth album. And I am honestly very, very excited. Now, I'm not gonna lie, initially I wasn't going to record a reaction for this album. I probably was going to listen to it either way, but I wasn't necessarily planning on making a video about it. But few things happened that sort of changed my mind about how I wanted to approach LUX. First of it all, it was the release of Berghain as a single, because that song gagged practically everybody. With the opera or the singing in German or the Björk feature. I understand why it was such a gaggy moment, especially in popular music. I feel like we haven't really seen something this epic and this original in a while now. So that was one of the main factors going into this album. But then I also read somewhere that apparently Rosalía is going to be singing in 13 different languages on this project, which, not gonna lie, piqued my interest a little. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about Rosalía. I know some of her hits like Con Altura or Bizcochito, but I have never actually listened to an album of hers. So I'm very, very excited to do that for the first time. And especially to do it with LUX. This seems like a very experimental and very intriguing album. I've seen some of the initial reviews for it. I haven't heard any of the other songs aside from Berghain. So I am expecting greatness. I also feel like during this reaction, the Eurovision fan in me is gonna jump out a few times because, specifically because of the language part. I love languages and I love listening to different languages. I feel like being a Eurovision fan sort of prepped me for that. I also saw the announcement that this album reportedly features 13 different languages, and I decided to compile my list of guesses as to which languages those are going to be. I obviously know Spanish, English, and German are on this album because of Berghain, but I also know that Ukrainian is on it because I saw a post somewhere. Actually, I think it was a Eurovision forum where somebody talked about how Alina Pash, of all people, was featured in this album. Well, not featured, but worked on this album. And if you are a Eurovision fan, you know who Alina Pash is. But we're gonna talk about her a little bit more when we get to the song that actually features the Ukrainian part. I feel like that would be a fun little introduction moment into my world, or just in general, two different worlds of mine combining. I feel like that's gonna be fun. And as for the other 9 languages remaining, I have guessed that this album is gonna feature French, Italian, Portuguese. Those are, I'm pretty confident in. I feel like they are going to be featured here. I'm also pretty confident about Arabic. I feel like Arabic is going to be on this album somewhere. Then we get to the the guesses that I'm a little less confident in, and those are Chinese and Japanese. I feel like there's going to be some Asian languages, and I feel like Japanese out of all of them is probably the safest bet, but I did also put in Chinese. And then the ones that I am kind of not necessarily expecting, but I mean, maybe I'm right, are Greek and Norwegian. Now, you might be confused, especially about the second one. I decided that I wanted to include some Scandinavian language here, and I feel like there is a chance that there is one. And out of the Scandinavian languages, Norwegian is my personal favorite, so I just went with it. And then my 13th language that I guessed is purely just wishing, and that is Polish. I am Polish. I am from Poland. I live in Poland. I think it would be very, very cool to hear Rosalía sing a part on a song in Polish. Although, I don't think that's gonna happen. But guess what? Manifestation works wonders, so we'll see. We have 15 tracks on the album, 49 minutes long. I don't really know which songs to claim. I also, just in general, I want to preface this entire album reaction by saying I don't speak Spanish, and thus, if my pronunciation of certain words is wrong, please correct me in the comments, or just please ignore it. I'm so sorry. I really don't want to butcher your beautiful language, but I feel like that's gonna happen inevitably. Okay, tracks that I am really interested are Reliquia. The track number 2. Oh my god, this is gonna be... I already feel like people are gonna be mad at me for the pronunciation. I would also say track number 10, Dioses son stalker. Seems like something that could be interesting, so I'm gonna claim those two, and I'm gonna say that Berghain is gonna be my third claim track. Obviously, I've already heard it, it's been everywhere, but I think I'm still gonna love it. So yeah, before we get into the album, I would like to remind you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can like the video, you can comment down below, you can share it around with your friends, and you can also follow me on all of my other socials, which include Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and a plethora of others. And if you do, thank you so much. So yeah, without further ado, let's listen to LUX. The first track is called Sexo, Violencia y Lantas. Okay, Sex, Violence, and Tires. Okay, piano. Ooh. Are we getting more classical? I would like that, actually. I think that'd be interesting.
¿Quién pudiera vivir entre los dos? ¿Quién pudiera venir de esta tierra y entrar en el cielo y volver a la tierra?
Oh, wow.
Que entre la tierra y el cielo.
Oh, we're getting another choir moment.
Deportes de sangre, monedas en gargantas. En el segundo, destellos, palomas y santas. La gracia y el fruto y
Oh
el
my
presente,
God.
la balanza.
Wait, whoa, okay. We are already going into another song. This one was short, it was like 2 minutes long, I think. But I mean, what an opener. I was kind of hoping to see more classical vibes, more like opera elements specifically, especially, I mean, after having listened to Berghain, but I am really into what I just heard. It was beautiful. I also like that she's introducing that a little bit more like modern element. I don't quite know what to call it, but specifically, I think it was in the second verse. Suddenly there's like a switch in production, and then we're back into the classical kind of feel of it all. I really enjoy that. So I'm looking at the translated English lyrics. I don't know if they are accurate. I'm just gonna say that. So if you know, you speak Spanish, and if you can translate them better, and if there are some meanings that escape me because of the translation, please let me know in the comments. In the first, sex, violence, and tires, blood sports, coins and throats. In the second, flashes, doves, and saints, grace and fruit, and the weight of the scale. In these lines, Rosalía focuses on the sky, leaving behind the earthly world and its problems. Flashes evoke divine light, doves, purity and spiritual peace. Saints, faith and devotion. Grace, fruit, and balance allude to forgiveness, reward, and final judgment. So if I'm understanding this correctly, there are basically two worlds, right? You have the world of the humans, you have the sex, violence, and tires, blood sports, coins and throats, and that's literally like all that matters. But then you have the heaven, where you have flashes, doves, and saints, grace and fruit. I think that's what this is talking about. Kind of like the two different spheres of the world in like Sacrum and Profanum. Kind of like, it's kind of giving that vibe. I also like how it's kind of tying back into the album cover. I feel like that album cover kind of gives a little bit more like religious, kind of heavenly, I don't know, aesthetic. I don't really know how to call it. I really like this. If the rest of the album sounds like this, I am going to be very much on board. So the next song is called Reliquia, which means relic. Okay, relic. I wonder what that's gonna be about. Okay, fiddle. You know what? It's kind of giving like fish in the birdcage a little. I like that. Okay, so we were like traveling?
Los hills en Milán,
Because Rome, Barcelona, Paris, LA.
risa en UK. Pero mi corazón nunca ha sido mío, yo siempre lo doy. Coge un trozo de mí.
Oh, wow.
Quédatelo pa' cuando no estés. Seré tu reliquia.
Oh,
Soy tu reliquia. Seré tu reliquia.
Wow.
Bendicí, pero el pelo vuelve a crecer. La pureza también, la pureza está en mí. Está embarazada.
ooh, that's so good.
No soy una santa, pero estoy blessed. Pero mi corazón nunca ha sido mío, yo siempre lo doy. Coge un trozo de mí, quédatelo pa' cuando no estés.
Oh my God.
Tu reliquia.
Okay. Wow. I'm just gonna be gagging over the vocals the entire album, I feel like. Oh my God. What the fuck? Okay, so first of all, that was epic. And if I am not mistaken, this song was like one of the, I guess, the singles for this album. I definitely understand why it immediately clicked with me. I think it's gorgeous. She sounds incredible. And once again, I love the production tricks on this. I love when something more traditional is combined with something modern in music. I feel like that's always so cool to see. And that can result in such interesting music. And I feel like this song is definitely an example of that. I don't really know what it's about. Like, I was reading the English translation and it seemed like she was like traveling over the world and losing like parts of herself. And they were like held as like relics by people. I don't really know what this could be. Like, you have the Rome, Barcelona, Paris, LA, Milan, DC, Bangkok, Madrid, Mexico, Berlin, Buenos Aires, Japan. I wonder what this could be. I feel like this is one of those that I don't quite get because I don't speak Spanish. But again, as I said before, if you have any like context that you could add to my understanding of the album, please do. Okay, this feels a little darker.
This ghost is still alive.
Oh, English.
I'm still alive. Sta mes viva kamai. Mes viva kamai. Through my body you can see the light.
Oh, wow. Oh. There's so much going on. Wow. Divinize. It's an English word? Oh. Hello? Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, we are built. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like it. Whoa. They're so... Wow. I think I'm starting to be less confused about the album. Of course, there is like a language barrier at play because, again, I don't speak Spanish, but I think the English parts of this album combined with like the aesthetic and what we've heard before on Reliquia and Sexo, Violencia y Llantas, I feel like there is this big like theme of divinity, but also religion. And I feel like that's what this is touching on. I didn't know that Divinize is an English word. I thought it was in Spanish. I did not know that word before, but I guess you learn every day. Through my body, you can see the light. Bruise me up, I'll eat all of my pride. I know that I was made to divinize. Outside me, inside me. This is so interesting. Through my body, you can see the light. It's almost like she's not a real person. She's a deity. What does divinize mean, actually? Maybe let's start there. To divinize is to make someone divine. This is so interesting. I feel like this is one of those albums that I'm gonna be like reading a lot about later, like when it's like articles dissecting these songs. I feel like there's so much here that I'm not catching because of my lack of understanding of Spanish, but still the musical layer of it all, her singing, it's gorgeous. I am really, really digging the vibe of this album so far. I really, really like it. The fourth track is called Porcelana. Like, see, that's the thing, that's the Polish in me, because I would just read it as Porcelana. Let's just read it as that, you know?
Mi piel es fina, de porcelana, rota en la esquina. Mi piel es fina, de porcelana y de llamada, luz que ilumina, ruina divina.
Wow.
El placer anestesia mi dolor, el dolor anestesia mi placer. Lo que tengo, lo que hago, mi valor, y el dolor siempre vuelve a aparecer. En ti no creo, hasta que te derrames en mi pecho,
God.
dentro mi corazón y mi cerebro. Como un cubata cae en mi garganta y se vierte mi pelo hasta el suelo. Ego sam nil, ego sam lux mundi. Ego sam nil, ego sam lux mundi. Ego sam nil, ego sam lux mundi. Y mi, ego sam lux mundi.
Pause. What the hell does that mean? Ego sum nihil, ego sum lux mundi? Is that in Latin? I am nothing, I am the light of the world. The phrase contains two separate statements. Ego sum nihil means I am nothing, while ego sum lux mundi is a biblical phrase meaning I am the light of the world. The I am the light of the world part is spoken by Jesus in the Gospel of John. Oh, wow. So it's a phrase in Latin. I did not think Latin would be included for some reason. But that might be because I am stupid. Okay, so this phrase is in Latin, and it's a quote from the Bible. And immediately, one of my guesses is incorrect immediately about the languages because it turns out Latin is on this album. I guess I was stupid not to predict that. Well, nobody said I was smart. The 4 different voices there, it sounded so like haunting. Who is that? There's so much going on. Oh, that's a different language. What is this?
Traje algo pa' que tú te relajes. Aquí tienes este homenaje.
Oh? This is so like menacing in a way. I love the orchestra there. Oh, girl. And now she's gonna hit us with a choir? Okay, no, this is heavenly. Whoa. I am speechless. There, so much just happened in those 4 minutes that I'm like, okay. First of all, we need to discuss this language because I don't really know Asian languages that well, so I don't know which one it is. But actually, let's see. This is Japanese. Okay. One of my guesses was correct. One of my guesses was correct. So I am not totally stupid. Okay, that's good, actually. This is so interesting. Again, I can only gather so much from the parts that I do understand, but with the quote from the Bible, and I know you're scared, and then it's repeated, know that you fear. I feel like this album is going to have a lot of those religious themes, and I don't know, porcelain, because porcelain is like very, very, easy to break, you can just drop it and it breaks. So maybe that's some sort of like commentary on how, human life is very fragile, and that would kind of track with Ego sum nihil. But then again, immediately after that, it said, I am the light of the world. So it's like contradicting statements in a way. Okay, so we go to track number 5, which is called
Mio Cristo piange diamanti.
Mio Cristo piange diamanti. Okay. Oh, that's so soft.
Il migliore dei dolmen. Quando piangi raccogli.
Oh, we're building to something, yes.
E bagna la tua fronte, qualunque sia il crimine.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Cristo piange diamante.
Wow.
Piange diamante. Mio Cristo in diamante. Ti porto sempre.
Isn't that Italian? Yeah, I think it is Italian.
Quanti pugni ti hanno dato che avrebbero dovuto essere
I love violence.
con te la gravità graziosa, la grazia è
Wow.
Cristo piange diamante, piange.
This is so beautiful.
Mio Cristo in diamante, ti porto sempre, ti porto sempre, ti porto sempre.
Whoa! Jesus Christ! My God.
And then
What the Wait. The closing line is, that's gonna be the energy, and then toom. Okay, that was great. I feel like that part specifically was kind of like an inside joke for like the Rosalía and her producer, or I don't know, just the people working on the song. I kind of like that. That was great, but the entire song was incredibly beautiful. The fucking final chorus of this is gorgeous. Her voice, I had no idea she had pipes like these. Like, listen, Berghain gagged me for that exact reason because I didn't know she was classically trained. But this entire album is just really, really showing me exactly what Rosalía is about. And that is just like pure artistry. I am really into what I am hearing. And I mean, speaking of Berghain, the next track is Berghain. So let's just jam. Yeah. What a gaggy first single. It's also kind of scary. And then Björk comes in. Epic. This song is so good. Björk works so well here. The outro.
I'll fuck you till you love me. I'll fuck you till you love me. I'll fuck you till you love me. Till you love me. Love me. Till you love me.
This is so foreboding.
I'll fuck you till you love me. I'll fuck you till you love me. Love me. Love me. Love me. Love me.
I gotta say, when I first heard this song, I didn't really understand what it was about, but hearing it now in the context of the album and knowing that like faith and like divinity is sort of a theme for it and like religion, it definitely makes more sense. I am like very intrigued in the outro though. Like, I'll fuck you till you love me is kinda crazy. I don't want to be wrong about this here, but I feel like this is sort of the theme of like Teatro Mundi, where like we are actors in the gods' hands. So basically, you know, you have the verses in German, which I don't know what exactly they're translating to, but I'm assuming that seine Angst ist meine Angst is like his anger is my anger, and something like that. Seine Liebe ist meine Liebe, I'm assuming is like his love is my love, or something similar. I'm assuming that what's sort of the sentiments that God has, we sort of have to share because we are his puppets. I feel like that could be some sort of idea to interpret it. I don't know if it's correct again, but I am really, really intrigued in this entire project. And we're already like halfway through because we are on track number 7. There's like 15. And the next song is called La Perla. Okay. Are we on the beach? Oh wow. I really like this one. Oh, terapia.
Siempre mientes más que hablas, te harán un monumento a la deshonestidad. No me das pena, quien queda contigo se cena.
Ooh, this sounds so good.
Siempre se autoinvita, si puede vivir en casa ajena. Jefa cantante, tremendo desastre.
There's somebody else singing alongside her. Oh, I didn't even realize that this is a feature, by the way.
I'm in a complete state of shock. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Bueno, es que, claro.
And we're back into.
Como icono sería
Oh,
para él
wow.
una narrativa reduccionista, ¿me entiendes? Si le pides ayuda, desaparecerá. La decepción local rompe corazones nacional.
There's so much going on. Oh. Okay, I really like this one. The kind of like almost like holiday feeling of it is tripping me up a little. I wonder what this could be about, but I didn't even realize there's somebody else on this song singing alongside Rosalía until like I heard like the part of the chorus. This is so good. And also like the outro of it. I feel like that was probably my favorite part, like the last chorus. That was really good. I feel like what I am witnessing here is just high art that is gonna like take days for me to process in the small brain of mine. And I am really, really excited for that. I'm gonna be listening to this a lot, I feel. I would also say like vibe-wise, this one was the most chill of all the songs because I feel like all of them had some sort of like darker production element to it. This one felt like a little bit more chill, which I also enjoyed. Like I like the kind of the breakdown of the vibe in the album so far. I think everything works for me. The composition is great. I like the track listing as well. So far, this is a really, really phenomenal project. The next song is called Mundo Nuevo, which I'm assuming translates to A New World. Oh, this is short, 2 minutes. What is that sound? Wow. Wow. What the hell is that? Oh? Okay, she's just flexing on us like the pipes she has, okay? Wow. Oh my God. Wow. That was incredible. So much happened in the production there. Like, I feel like the production itself was almost telling a story. I can't really understand what she's saying, but I feel like the song itself, the way it flow is just so like, wow. And that's the thing is like, I think this is like probably the shortest song on the project. It's 2 minutes, 14 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. That's very short. And yet she still manages to give us a whole cinematic experience. I feel like sometimes with songs that are like literally just over 2 minutes, I have the problem of like, oh, there's not much there, you know, there's not much room to develop anything really exciting, and it ends before it gets into any like interesting place. It doesn't really have much space to build. But here they didn't waste a second, and immediately you're hit with the most like beautiful arrangements that you've ever heard in your life. I love this one. Actually, I feel like this might be one of my favorites so far. Okay, track number 9 is called De Madruga, and apparently it means early in the morning, according to Google. So let's listen. Oh, this is another short one. 1 minute 45 seconds. Wait, because I just noticed I'm looking on Genius, and in producers, it's Pharrell Williams. Now, what is he doing there? I feel like this is going to be very interesting. Okay, let's listen. Oh, immediately.
cruz en el pecho calibra mi cuerpo para desquitarme. Yo tengo derecho.
She's like breathing in the background. Wow.
Tanto mira para atrás. Dane шукаю помсти. Помста шукає мене.
This is Ukrainian. This is 100% Ukrainian.
Шукаю помсти. De madrugada, de madrugada, de madrugada, de madrugada.
Wow.
De madrugada, de madrugada, de madrugada, de madrugada. De madrugada, de madrugada.
Wow. So this was so menacing, but also, again, I literally just talked with the previous song, which was called Mundo Nuevo, like short songs, but she still manages to tell an entire story. I feel like this one, like immediately you get into it and the chorus, the repeated words, de madruga, de madruga, de madruga, de madruga, that immediately builds like an atmosphere and immediately I see a story. Also this part in Ukrainian, Я не шукаю помсти, I feel like that's what was said. Actually, I'm gonna translate this just really quick. I don't seek revenge, revenge seeks me. Я не шукаю помсти, помста шукає мене. Wow. Okay, I feel like this is the obligatory point where I need to mention that apparently Alina Pash worked on this project. I already said that before, but if you are a Eurovision fan watching, and if you are not a Eurovision fan watching, actually, let's talk a little bit about Alina Pash because she is definitely a very, very interesting persona in the Eurovision world. And I kind of feel like since my two worlds are now combining, I kind of need to acknowledge that. So Alina Pash is a Ukrainian singer who actually participated in Vidbir 2022, which is the Ukrainian national selection for Eurovision. And of course, if you remember, Ukraine won Eurovision in 2022, but not with Alina Pash. The funny thing is though, Alina actually won Vidbir, the national selection for Ukraine, but ended up being disqualified because she had illegally entered Crimea. And instead, the second place, Kalush Orchestra, went to Eurovision and won the entire thing. And honestly, personally, listen, love Kalush Orchestra, but if I had to pick one of the songs to go to Eurovision, I would have picked Alina Pash's song. It was called Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors, and it's one of the most epic songs I've ever heard in my life. It's beautiful, and I feel like it honestly could have had even a higher score than Kalush, because they like broke the record in the televote, and I am pretty confident that Alina honestly could have achieved a way bigger score. I don't know how people feel about her, considering the disqualification and the illegally entering Crimea part, because I'm not Ukrainian. I think that's mostly for Ukrainian people to decide like how they feel. I know Vidbir is very strict about their artists like performing in Russia or in Belarus or stuff like that, which is absolutely understandable. So I would really love to hear the perspective of maybe some Ukrainian people watching about this. I think that'd be very interesting. But either way, I'm so happy that a pop star of this caliber like Rosalía is using Ukrainian in one of her songs. I think that's so huge. And I feel like we kind of need that. I think it's a beautiful way of like uplifting the culture, uplifting the language, and I always like that. So yeah, props to you, Rosalía. I think that's beautiful of you. And yeah, I really like that song. Again, I think this is one of my favorites. And the next one is actually one of the songs that I did claim, which is Dios es un stalker. And this is another short one. I feel like a part of this project was like very, very long songs, like 4 minutes or more. And now suddenly we're getting into the shorter ones. And the shorter ones, I think I'm resonating with better than the longer ones, which is so crazy for me. Ooh. Oh, I love the classical arrangement, like under this. Oh,
momento soy el laberinto del que no puedes salir.
I love the rhythm of this one.
Detrás de ti voy, yo que siempre espero que
Another
vengan
switch
a
of...
mí. No me gusta hacer intervención divina, pero a mi baby yo lo voy a stalkear para poder
Wow.
enamorar. Detrás de ti voy, yo que siempre he estado tan mal acostumbrada y la omnipresencia me tiene agotada.
Oh, it immediately flows into the next song. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here. I think this was gorgeous. I love the flow of it. I think the rhythm behind it was so good. I also like that there was a little bit more of a switch up, and especially in the first part, like the beat was, I would say, pretty simple. Like I feel like I've heard that sort of instrumentation before, but you have it like enhanced with like a little like more classical arrangement, like right under it, and it's really good. It gives a feeling that this is something that maybe you've heard before, but not quite in this form, and I love that. Okay, so the next song is called La Yugular. Let me just...
La Yugular.
La Yugular. And I'm assuming that means the jugular? Oh, it does mean the jugular. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I was correct. Let's listen to this one. Oh, and this is actually one of the longer ones, because this is like, what? 4:19. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that has to be a different language. That has to be a different language. What is it though? Whoa. Okay.
Amándote a ti hundiré mi corazón, que siempre está en una carrera. Estoy cortando las flores.
Oh my God.
Primavera, donde atan los caballos, los míos bien amarrados.
I'm like scared. I'm like scared to say something because constantly something's happening. Yeah, this has to be a different language. Wait, actually, let's check. I think this is Arabic. So that would be one that I did guess. This is Arabic. For you, I would destroy the heavens. For you, I would demolish hell. No promises, no threats. Okay, so this is another one that I did guess. So far, we have seen 8 different languages. That's already crazy. But already I know one of my guesses is incorrect, so we'll see. We'll see later. But I think that the addition of Arabic here specifically makes a lot of sense, especially with the instrumentation. Like I had this like sort of feeling, especially in the second verse, where all of the little additions came in. They had a little bit of like an Arabic vibe to it. I don't really know how to describe it. It just feels correct. Oh wow. Oh wow. What a gorgeous choir.
Yo ocupo el mundo y el mundo cabe en mí. Yo ocupo el mundo y el mundo me ocupa a mí. Tiro en una pelota de golf, una pelota de golf. Ocupa el Titanic cabe en un pintalabios, ocupa el cielo las pinas, unos pinos ocupan continente y un continente no cabe en él, pero él cabe en mi pecho ocupa su amor, en su amor le
This is
quiero
gorgeous.
7 heavens, big deal. I want to see the 8th heaven, 10th heaven, 1000th heaven. You know,
Oh.
It's like break on through the other side. It's just like going through one door. One door isn't enough. A million doors aren't enough.
I feel like it wasn't her saying that. Although I don't really know what her speaking voice sounds like, but still, I don't think it was her. It's that's really interesting. Wait, what she say? 7 heavens, big deal. I want to see the 8th heaven, 10th heaven, 1000th heaven. You know, it's like break on through the other side. It's just like going through one door. One door isn't enough. A million doors aren't enough. I really like that one. I like the addition of Arabic. I think it sounds incredible. And I think there was an entire story set there that maybe escapes me because, again, I do have a bit of a skill issue. But still, I really, really liked it. The next song is called Sauvignon Blanc, which, I mean, if any song was to contain French, I would guess it's this one. Oh, this is so soft.
Sauvignon Blanc, a tu lado, mi futuro será dorado. Ya no tengo miedo del pasado, está en el fondo de mi copa de Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah. I feel like this is sad. Like I don't quite understand the lyrics, but it feels sad. Just her tone and the instrumentation. Oh wow. Oh, I love that. Oh, and the backing vocals. Oh my god. See, that's the thing. I don't even know what the song is about, and I still love it, and I still feel very like moved by it. It was pretty short. I think it's like 2 minutes 40 seconds, so it's pretty short. But again, this was a whole story. This was a whole movie that we just watched or listened to. I really, really liked it. I feel like honestly, this project is very epic. And every single song has like so much going on in production and in her vocal. And then you also have the like little Easter egg hunt for languages. But I like that there is this like moment to kind of maybe not necessarily let your ears rest, but like to have a bit more of a calmer moment to maybe collect our thoughts before we head into another like crazy song or something like that. I really, really liked it. I think the track listing on this project is honestly one of my favorite things about it. I think everything flows so well. And yeah, I am obsessed. The next song is called La Rumba Del Perdón, and it actually features 2 other artists. Those are Estrella Morente and Silvia Perez Cruz. Oh. Oh, this sounds good. Wow. This production is doing things to me. I love it. This switch up is crazy. Wow. Oh, this sounds so good. A lot of things were just said in this song, but honestly, I don't understand many of them, but still, I fucking loved it. I feel like I witnessed culture. This felt like very cultural in a different way. I feel like this entire album references musical traditions, but more so like classical music, opera, that sort of stuff. This one felt like it more so referenced national musical traditions, I cannot believe that this album is already practically nearly over. We have 2 songs left to get into. And I gotta say, for all the hype that this album has received from like music critics and musical publications, having nearly finished it myself, I kind of agree. Our second to last track on this album is titled Memoria. Oh, and it also features an artist called Carmino. Sorry for butchering your name if I did. Oh, this is 100% Portuguese. Yeah, definitely Portuguese. Another one that I guessed correctly. I love the softness of it.
Alguma coisa, o que for, que eu não consigo lembrar.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
Vem comigo pela cidade.
Oh,
Diz-me com sinceridade.
that's Carminho?
Tu te lembras de mim?
I love the like quiet choir behind it.
E o tempo passa e não esqueces quem eu fui, sou enfim. Oh meu doce coração, diz-me se sabes ou não.
Wow.
Que o tempo passa e não esqueces quem eu fui, isso enfim de mim.
Oh, this was a gorgeous song. Actually, I talked earlier about one of the slower songs. I think it was Sauvignon Blanc, which I felt like was one of my favorites because it kind of slowed things down and kind of gave us a moment to breathe, but also it felt so vulnerable. And this song, Memoria, is another one of these. I love that it's practically the entire song is in Portuguese. There's like, I think one part in Spanish and then the rest of it is in Portuguese. First of all, Portuguese is probably my favorite language. It's so beautiful. And I love listening to it, but this song is just, oh wow. I love the blend of their voices together too. It's really, really gorgeous. And I think it's such a nice song to have towards like the end of the album. I feel like it feels more, I again don't really know what it's about, but it's like it feels more like it's kind of closing the chapter. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of help to the last song, which is called Magnolias, to close off the entire album. That is LUX. I am so excited to listen to that closing track. I feel like that, knowing what this album already is, I feel like we are in for an epic closer. Okay. Ooh.
Tírame magnolias.
Oh.
Tírame magnolias.
Wow.
Ay, se derrocha.
Wow.
Burlando la suerte. Y lo que no hay en vida.
That was heavenly. Wow.
Algún que otro navajazo me he llevado de la vida. Ella a mí me desarmó y yo le estoy agradecida. Y lanzará azúcar moreno sobre mi ataúd. Quedaros despiertos hasta que vuelva otra vez la luz. Promete que me protegerás a mí y a mi nombre, mi ausencia. Yo que vengo de las estrellas, hoy me convierto en polvo para volver con ella.
That was one of the most beautiful album closers I've ever heard in my life. I like that the beginning of the album is so like epic and so so like bombastic in its production, but then the more you go down the line, the more soft, the more like vulnerable it gets. This was an incredible listen. I have never listened to a Rosalía album before, but it seems that I have been missing out. I'm assuming that LUX is something kind of different for her because I feel like everybody has been kind of gagged by it, and you know, it's not necessarily something that you would expect. I feel like Motomami, her previous album, which granted I haven't listened to, but I kind of get the aesthetic of it at least, is something totally different. But this is the way to reinvent the wheel. I think she took some elements that we haven't seen in popular music since I don't even know when, and reinvented them, put them towards her own like vision of a project, and made absolute magic. This was cinematic in every way, shape, or form. Every song feels perfected to the absolute maximum, and I am so impressed. I came into this reaction with like more so an open mind about what I would hear, because again, I'm pretty new to the whole Rosalía convention, but all of my expectations have been exceeded to the absolute max. And I am in love. I think this is another album that's going to stay with me for a long time. And I think when I look back at all of the music I've listened to this year and all of the albums I've listened to from different artists, I think that this is going to stay at the top of my list. I'm planning to do a video by the end of the year of like counting down my favorite albums of 2025. I already know that this is going to be in it. Like, this is art. And regardless if I can understand the lyrics or not, I don't think it really matters. I think understanding the lyrics, of course, helps. But I think that what this album is, it's not just like giving you a message, right? It's a whole experience. And I think this is also another one of those projects where it has layers. And I'm sure with time, I'm going to be able to uncover other layers of it and kind of learn more about it, learn more about the concepts, maybe more so about Rosalía herself as well. Also, let's do a language count, because I feel like I missed some, because I have Spanish, English, German, Ukrainian, Italian, Portuguese, Arabic, Japanese, and Latin. So that's 9. That's fully... Wait, actually, let me Google that. According to Google, she uses also Catalan, Sicilian. Oh, well, those I could have missed. Okay, well, that's on me. So that's 2 another ones. So that's 11. And what else? French and Hebrew. Hebrew? Where the fuck was Hebrew on this album? I did not hear any Hebrew. Wait, because Genius is now showing me that there's another version of this album, which is called Version Física? And it features 3 more songs, which are called Fokurani, Jean, and Novia Robot. So I'm assuming maybe those languages are there. Well, actually, French was kind of on the album, because Sauvignon Blanc is a French word, so I'm just going to count it. So I predicted 9 out of 13. Well, actually 5 out of 9, because 4 of them I already knew going into the album. I kind of thought I would do better, not gonna lie. I really thought she was gonna use Greek. I don't know why. It just makes sense. Or maybe it's because I've been listening to a lot of Marina Sati, and Marina Sati is kind of like the European version of Rosalía in a way. So maybe that's why. Okay. So that was embarrassing for me. Anyway, I hope that if you made it till the end of this probably overly long video, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you like the album as much as I do. If you have, again, any like additional context to the songs that might help me understand them more, I would really, really like to encourage you to leave that down below. I think that would be really, really appreciated. And yeah, let me know if you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on the album. Let me know your ranking of the songs. I'm gonna put my ranking on the screen right now. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but again, that is an editing Freyr job. I feel like some people might crucify me for that, but what's new? And yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week for a new video. We are going to be talking about another album that has been out for a couple years that I think is the perfect album for autumn, which is the time of year that we are in now. And we're going to be analyzing some of its lyrics, some of its songs. It's going to be really, really fun. And I hope you'll stick around for that. And yeah, there's so much more fun stuff coming in the future, so I hope you stick around. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, as I said in the beginning, and I will see you in a week's time. Thank you so, so much for watching, and take care, and bye.